In a bustling household that echoed with the laughter and joy of 4 children, Sarah, a dedicated stay-at-home mom, grappled with a dilemma that was slowly eroding her sense of self-worth. Her husband, a general contractor named Mark, spent his days juggling meetings and hard labor, while Sarah's role as the family's anchor encompassed a myriad of responsibilities that often went unnoticed. Their blended family consisted of 2 toddlers from their marriage and 2 older children from previous relationships. Weekends brought the older kids into their dynamic, making it a bustling and vibrant home, but also a hectic one. From Monday through Friday, Sarah's life was a whirlwind of tasks that demanded her unwavering attention. Her job description included managing the entire interior of their home, from cleaning to laundry and dishes. She even took on the role of personal assistant to her husband, tackling everything from bill payments to assisting with his company and personal tasks. It was a relentless routine that mirrored the demands of an executive assistant, but her boss was also her life partner. As if her domestic responsibilities weren't enough, Sarah was the primary caregiver for their 2 energetic toddlers. Her role extended to nurturing their growth and development, tending to their needs with love and patience. But despite the myriad tasks she juggled, Sarah also found time to pursue her passion for graphic design, taking on freelance projects to contribute to the family's finances. In the evenings, when Mark returned home after a long day, Sarah's duties as a caretaker continued. She ensured that he could unwind and relax, sparing him from the responsibilities of childcare and household chores. Sarah's dedication was unwavering, and she bore her responsibilities with grace, believing in the sacrifices that both she and Mark made for their family's well-being. Sarah's commitment to maintaining a harmonious household had been fueled by her belief that her efforts were appreciated. She took pride in providing a spotless home and nurturing an atmosphere of happiness. However, a sudden revelation shattered her sense of accomplishment. One day, Mark, seemingly harboring resentment, conveyed his belief that Sarah did nothing all day. It was a hurtful accusation that left her stunned and defeated. Sarah had dedicated herself to her role as a mother and homemaker, and the assertion that her contributions were inconsequential shattered her spirit. Deeply wounded and conflicted, Sarah contemplated her options. She yearned to make Mark understand the significance of her work, but her dedication to her family's well-being left her feeling trapped. The thought of ceasing her efforts was inconceivable, as it would only cause suffering for her children and undo the nurturing environment she had worked so hard to create. Sarah found herself at a crossroads, torn between her unwavering commitment to her family and the desire to be acknowledged for her invaluable contributions. It was a predicament faced by many stay-at-home parents, whose tireless efforts often went unnoticed and unappreciated. As she navigated this challenging phase of her life, Sarah sought a path that would allow her to communicate her feelings to Mark without disrupting the harmony of their family. She understood the delicate balance required to address her concerns while preserving the love and stability that were the foundation of their home. Sarah's story was a testament to the silent dedication of countless stay-at-home parents who toiled behind the scenes, nurturing their families with love and care. Her journey was a reminder that the invisible work of homemakers and caregivers was invaluable, and their contributions deserved recognition and appreciation. As Sarah grappled with the emotional turmoil stemming from Mark's hurtful accusation, she knew that she couldn't let her frustration consume her. Instead, she embarked on a journey of self-reflection and communication, determined to bridge the gap between their perspectives. The days that followed were filled with a sense of uncertainty. Sarah couldn't ignore the feeling that her efforts had been taken for granted, but she also recognized that her relationship with Mark was built on a foundation of love and shared aspirations. She resolved to find a way to express her feelings without jeopardizing the harmony they had cultivated in their family. One evening, after putting the kids to bed, Sarah decided it was time to have an open and honest conversation with Mark. She knew that it was essential to choose the right moment, a time when both of them could truly listen to each other without distractions. As they sat down together, Sarah began by acknowledging the love they had for each other and the family they had built. She spoke from the heart, sharing her feelings of hurt and inadequacy, explaining how Mark's comment had affected her deeply. She emphasized that her dedication to their family was unwavering, but she needed him to recognize the value of her contributions. Mark, initially defensive, gradually realized the weight of Sarah's words. He had never intended to undermine her efforts but had succumbed to frustration without fully understanding her perspective. He admitted that his perception of her role had been skewed, and he expressed regret for his thoughtless comment. Their conversation became a turning point in their relationship. Instead of allowing resentment to fester, they decided to actively listen to each other's concerns and find a way to balance their roles and responsibilities. It was a process that required patience, empathy, and compromise. Together, they identified ways to ensure that both of them felt appreciated and understood. Sarah shared her desire for occasional breaks and me time, which Mark readily agreed to support. He acknowledged that he needed to be more proactive in helping with household tasks, particularly during weekends when the older kids were with them. Mark also realized that he needed to communicate his appreciation more openly. He began expressing gratitude for the comfort of a clean home and delicious meals and made an effort to notice and acknowledge Sarah's efforts. In return, Sarah found solace in knowing that her work was being recognized and that she didn't have to shoulder the entire burden of their home and family life alone. The newfound harmony allowed their relationship to flourish, and the spark of appreciation reignited the warmth between them. To further solidify their partnership, they decided to set aside time for regular family meetings. These meetings provided a platform for discussing schedules, responsibilities, and any concerns that arose. It allowed them to maintain open lines of communication, ensuring that they remained on the same page when it came to the well-being of their children and their relationship. Over time, Sarah and Mark's relationship blossomed into a stronger, more equitable partnership. They discovered that by working together, they could create a loving and supportive environment for their children while nurturing their own connection. Their story became a testament to the power of open communication and empathy in overcoming challenges within a relationship. Sarah's journey from feeling unappreciated to finding understanding and recognition served as a reminder that the roles of stay-at-home parents were multifaceted and demanding. It underscored the importance of acknowledging and valuing the invisible work that went into maintaining a harmonious home and nurturing a family's growth. In the end, Sarah and Mark's love story evolved from a moment of doubt and hurt into a narrative of resilience, understanding, and a deepening bond that would carry them through the challenges and joys of family life.